You've just been talking with us, and you said you are for the first time in Europe. What were your feelings when you heard that you would have a tour in Europe?
Well, the first thing I thought about was I better get my health together to make sure I could make the trip, and then the second thing was the fact that our album was being released here. I was very excited because it was timed perfectly with the tour. So it was like perfect promotional campaign planning, and we felt that, since the people were very much into us last time, that we were excited that, they would probably come back. And sure enough, they did. In fact, they brought some friends. So it was like twice as many as we expected.
Are you surprised by the German audience, for example?
Well, not totally. We kind of anticipated that once we expose ourselves here, that they would probably get into us, hopefully. And because, we try and come from a natural standpoint of communicating to people, and it's worked out perfectly, in fact.
What I'm interested in, you're on stage, people are sitting down, there's always a wall between you because you're high, they're down.
Yeah.
How can you get over this wall? Only by music, or can you do more to have contact with them?
That's right. Now, one of the things that we have, made it clear that we definitely want to communicate, and we want the audience to feel a part of our shows. So that's why we do things musically and communication-wise to make them not feel like they're out there and we're here, So like getting them to be a part and participate, clap their hands and sing along. It makes them, feel like, hey, they were there at the concert and not just they came to see a show and stood there and, wasn't like actively involved. So when we, entertain, it's like a total entertainment. We're being entertained from the audience, and we're entertaining the audience. So it's a twofold situation.
That's right, because I think your recipe is successful. I saw the music audience tonight, and they were crying, they were stomping, all things. And the music audience normally is a dull audience.
Yeah.
Don't do too much.
Yeah.
It was the first time since a long month that they were clapping, dancing.
Oh, that's good. That's great. Because, we've had challenges all over the world. Like in Japan, they said to us, these people are never going to get up and clap because they come in with their shirt and ties and everything. But when the Commodores rolled in and set up the equipment and the lights went on and the show went on, everybody was coming out their ties and everybody was clapping and having a good time.
What are you feeling at that moment when they are clapping, when they are stomping?
It's really a fantastic feeling because it's like an ultimate, dream to be able to make people happy and communicate effectively with people to the point where they are relaxed enough so that they can totally enjoy you. So it's it's marvelous. Yeah, it's great,
If you were about the music, one of you guys said before, there's soul music, there's funk music, there's country music, and there's Commodores music. Mm-hmm. Why is this different? And what is the typical thing of Commodores music?
Well, the Commodores have established a universal sound, which is like a raw funkiness when we get funky, and we get extremely melodic when we get pretty and beautiful. In terms of lyrical contents, we get extremely heavy lyrically. So, and our vocals are always, different. So it keeps the excitement level there. So when you think about Commodore music, think about excitement along with heavy lyric contents with, strong structured songs. And I mean, it's a difference in just having, a record and a song. So we try and, and establish, the fact that we are songsters and songwriters, and we're in the music business to, institutionalize ourselves. And the only way we can do that is by having something that's different and that's trend setting. And hopefully we can continue to be forerunners.
One question, one of you guys, I don't know who it was, has always been a fan of the Emotions. Now you're on stage with the Emotions.
That's right.
Who was it? Was it you?
Well, in fact, I've always been very much into the Emotions. In 1977, we were one of the hottest package in the country. You know, we did about 97 cities in the USA, and it was phenomenal sales. We broke all sorts of attendance records, and I mean, it was just great working with them as people also. You know, the chemistry was great, and in fact they're a family and they've been together a long time like the Commodores, so they understand, you know, the warmth of just enjoying the road and being comfortable with people. So we definitely insisted on having them come along with us on this tour because we feel that it's a great chemistry, and you know, in terms of their creativity and their, you know, ability to entertain, hey man, they have an extremely hot show. In fact, their new album has just come out too, so I'm excited about, you know, their new album. It sounds extremely well. In fact,
I'll ask her afterwards when we are ready
okay, sure.
because she's just talking.
Okay.
Something else, a final question. Your relationship to other top groups, to other fan groups, top fan groups in America, how is it? Is it hard work? Is it how would you describe it, the relationship?
Well, what happens a lot of times, you know, when you think about what happens with a lot of groups, you know, they get into just not wanting to go to play in the first place. So when you enjoy doing what you do, it's easy, and we really enjoy it.
Certainly do, on stage and off stage.
Speaking of the emotions, this is
that's what I wanted to ask you. A few words about you working together. How did it happen that the emotions came together with the Commodores?
In 1977, we did a tour in the States of about, 80-something dates? From June to December. Yeah. And we got to know these guys in and out. And we got to know their personal lives. We went to Tuskegee with them, stayed at their houses. We wrote songs together, which one Tommy and I wrote that was on our last album. And we think they're the greatest ever. Matter of fact, if it was left up to us, we hope we could tour with them all the time, forever.
Did any of you met before 1976?
77?
Well, let's see. Actually, we had met musically, professionally, but you know, from a personal contact, no, not until '77. In fact, I remember backstage in Atlanta, I saw you guys with the Earth, Wind and Fire.
Oh, right.
I think that was 76 or 75? 76. That's right.
Yeah.
And I said to myself then, you know, look out for that group. I mean, they're going to be, you know, number one.
And we had no idea that we'd be with the Commodores. I mean, you know, just no idea. No. At the end of '76, I mean, just no, and it was really, first of all, I mean, we couldn't believe. We thought maybe we'd be going back out, maybe with Earth, Wind and Fire, but honestly, we got to know them and love them, boy. I mean, each one of the guys, and it's like I say, I hope we can work together all the time.
To you together, a few words about the next stations of the stops of this tour. Where are going next in the next weeks?
In fact, the tour is going to continue, you know, in Germany. We have some more cities here, and then we're going to go to Brussels, and then, of course, it's going to end in Paris, and of course, we're going to have a couple of weeks off, and then we start recording our new album.
When is it going to be released?
See, it should be out around February.
Is it already working on the new album?
We've already started writing the songs.
And what is an album together with the emotions, or?
Now you're talking about
really? That would be something. we had, you know, thought about. I guess we had thought about it. We haven't really talked about it.
Yeah.
But
I don't know exactly their schedule, you know, because after the tour, I'm sure you guys are going to be, because their new album should be coming out real.
Right.
No,
that should
be.
That really be hot.
Okay. No, thank you. Wish you much success for the next days in Germany. Hope you enjoy your staying.
Thank you very much.
And will we ever see you again in Europe?
Oh, are you kidding? This is home away from home.
Really?
First time, yeah.
No way. We're going to be here. You can look to see our face again for sure.
So.
In fact, you know, we've set it up because of, you know, the strenuousness of it. It takes like 2 years to, like, you know, tour the world.
Yeah,
really.
Yeah.
So every 2 years we'll definitely be here.
2 years. Okay.
For sure.
Okay, then to the next 2 years. Okay.
But now, don't be surprised if you see us next year just on a promotional tour.
We will be glad.
Okay?
Thank you so much.
All right.
Thank you
very
too.
much.
Thank you very much.